I bet your city has suburbs, as most cities do. Suburbs are quite nice if built with the right planning and can offer a quieter, cozy feel while also having the amenities of an urban area. But you don't have to go to the Netherlands just to live somewhere nice. Barrhaven might be the unsung hero of suburbs, affordable, walkable, and real. Could Barrhaven be the blueprint for a great suburb? In the capital city of Canada, Ottawa, house prices are wild and even crazier in Toronto, Vancouver, and New York. Yet Barrhaven, a seemingly random suburb on the outskirts of the city, is showing us something different. It's not perfect, but this place is carving a path towards housing that's actually attainable. In the first episode of Great Suburbs, we're exploring how its missing middle housing offers lessons for every city facing a housing crisis. Which is like all of them, in North America at least. First, we have to know what is missing middle housing and why does it matter. Imagine stacked townhouses and multiplexes, cozy, affordable, and built for real people, not investors. Barrhaven's got more stacked townhouses than a game of Jenga, and you can clearly see it as basically every new housing development features these highly livable buildings. In Ottawa, the average townhouse sells for around $580,000, compared to almost $900,000 for detached homes. Nationally, Canada's average home hit $680,000 in April 2025, slightly up, but still 3.9% below last year's peak. In downtown Ottawa or other cities, it feels like you're playing Monopoly, except every single property costs more than your yearly salary, which is why great suburbs are so important. These buildings pack more homes into the same space without turning suburbs into tower fields, keeping that small town, cozy vibe. Well, what does living in a great suburb feel like? Think about this. Isn't it nice just having your latte delivered by a barista downstairs instead of driving 20 minutes to the local Starbucks? This is a place I would love to live. Walkable streets where neighbors nod hello, not 7-lane stroads where you only hear a bunch of car engines. Here in Barrhaven, a handful of new high-rise buildings have just been built and are continued to be built. Honestly, it's just so convenient and livable in such a prime location, such as this. Apparently, having homes near shops makes it easier to walk to shops. Who knew? Mixed-use zones, like those southeast of Marketplace, bring real life back to the street. Cafes, shops, and homes all mingle together. It's like the curbside is all alive again. When you look at the real numbers, it's kind of crazy when you compare Ottawa versus the insane stuff. Ottawa's average home price is over $700,000 in April 2025, with townhouses being just under $600,000 and detached just under $900,000. Compare that to Toronto, about $1.1 million, Vancouver, $1.2 million, and New York, way more. And those markets keep pricing folks out. Nationally, Canada's housing needs still fall short by about 3.5 million units to hit affordability targets. But Barrhaven isn't perfect, obviously. There's still a lot of challenges that Barrhaven faces. One of which is that car culture is still king. There's still wide stroads, lots of parking, which is fine for drivers, but not so much for walkers or bikers. When this area was built, it felt like Barrhaven's planners are apparently waging a war on walkability, one extra parking space at a time, especially with the absurd amount of car parking at Barrhaven Town Centre. If you live here, you know about the horrendous transit problems with our system, especially with the ever-growing budget and service cuts. Sometimes it feels like where the sidewalks end and the fun begins. If your idea of fun is watching buses drive by every 15 to 20 minutes and fill the room with people, sure. Also, the overburdened services such as schools, parks, and rec centers feel maxed out, and the resistance to density, locals still worry, will it get noisy, busy, spoiler? Not if it's done right. Well, what's getting better in Barrhaven? The southern part of Greenbank Road, which is one of the main arterials, in Barrhaven is getting rebuilt with better sidewalks, bike lanes, bus lanes, making scooting or walking or busing feel less like an extreme sport. Also, the Barrhaven BRT, or Transitway, is almost a bus-based subway, cutting travel to downtown in just over half an hour. More small commercial lots are replacing the huge parking lots on Marketplace Drive, turning parking spaces into areas where you can chill, grab a bite, get a haircut, or just have a good time with some friends. Barrhaven is the perfect place to learn that parking lots are apparently more valuable than actual people, but at least it's changing soon. The real breakthrough is when City Council approved a few high-rise mixed-use developments with no parking minimums, and that was it, the pivot point. Zoning switched to design first, the units sold out fast, and even skeptics came around. They said, I want places I can age in without losing that small-town vibe, with urban amenities. Sure, it's nice that Barrhaven is becoming a better suburb, but why does this matter everywhere? If a big suburb like Barrhaven can shift, so can your city. Imagine rojos and multiplexes making affordable, walkable blocks, coffee shops and boutiques sprinkled into neighborhoods, and less drive everywhere and more walk to stuff. That's suburban life with a soul and without breaking the bank. Overall, Barrhaven isn't perfect, obviously, but it's giving us a model for a great suburb. Affordable homes, walkable streets, and real community, all without sprawl or an excessive amount of towers. It's suburban life done smart. Next, on Great Suburbs, I'll explore just how important transit is. Watch the next video now and see why buses, bikes, or maybe LRT are essential to some serious suburb transformation. Thank you for watching Urbanscape Owen.